This guy lets out a roar, and you know what this is. This is like a Kael. You know it as a commanding roar to rally his forces. And as he does, he's swinging his massive club at you, and he is rolling. And does a 19 hit you?
Meets, yeah. Okay, that hits me.
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to DknStable. I am DknBluez, your resident dungeon master for our mini adventures series, and this is episode number 9, the Ruins of Blackthorn Keep. So it's going to be a little bit different, and we've got a cast of characters joining us once again. Most you've probably seen before. I think they've all played in at least one other session with us. We do have one substitution today, and that is Gabba is taking the place of Celine Blackthorn, who was unable to make it because of being stuck in a snowstorm and near frostbite conditions. So I wish her all the best in recovery, and she'll join us again next time. So let's go through the list, and you guys can unmute yourself as I call for you, and you can introduce yourself and who you are and who you're playing. We'll start off with Kael. Unmute yourself.
Hello.
There you go.
Sorry, I was having trouble finding the unmute button for a second there. I'm Kael Thunderstride, and I am.
You're not coming through very well.
Okay. With your mic, you're in and out. You're weaving. Make sure you're being steady and slow with your speaking into your thing, because you're cutting in and out when you're doing it. Just so you are aware. And next up, we have Gabba.
Hey everyone, I'm Ken the Friend. You can find me online as just Ken the Friend. I play Gabba, the local goblin barmaid, barbarian and druid. So we'll see what adventures she gets into tonight.
Excellent. And next we have Zahira.
Hi, I'm Kiri Morning. I'm playing Zahira, the Pardis warden, and she's on a mission.
And last but not least, once again, we have the lovely Luka.
Hello. Yes, I'm playing Luka Greycliff, and she is a level 5 warlock. And she was raised in the Ether Bloom, which is the equivalent to the Feywild, and she has been helping out in the town of Mistwood for some months now.
Excellent.
She has a lovely familiar named Thistledown. It's a white raven to most in appearance.
White, yes, and she did say that, a white raven. So you'll figure that one out as we go, perhaps. And of course, as I said, I am DknBluez, the Dungeon Master, and you can find me on our Discord server most of the time, or you can find me on pretty much all the socials at DknStable. So with that in mind, we're going to get into our mini adventures, and just so people are aware that are watching, our mini adventures, as it says in the introduction, is these are basically like one shots. Where a random assortment of our Discord community plays along and goes through this little mini story arc in one of our sessions. I do a narrative spot, and then at that point, the players come in and they do their role playing, and they choose what they decide to do at that time, applying their skills as needed. And sometimes there's combat, and sometimes, last episode there was none. So we'll see what happens this evening. So I'm going to get started right off the bat, and I'm not going to do all the setup from in town. We will assume that has been done at some point, but I'm just going to get into the hook. The town of Mistwood It hums with the quiet murmur of early morning life. Merchants setting up stalls, the scent of fresh bread drifting through the air, the clatter of hooves on cobbled streets. Yet amidst the routine bustle, a notice nailed to the town's central post has drawn a gathering crowd. Urgent call to arms. Supplies needed in Grimholt. Raiders on the move. Mercenaries, sellswords, and adventurers willing to guard a vital caravan report to the Roaring Fox Inn immediately. Reward promised. Time is short. Whether by curiosity, desperation, or duty, you find yourselves stepping through the worn doors of the Roaring Fox Inn, where a stern-faced courier, clad in the dark blue livery of Starfall Spire, scans the room. Some of you remember that livery as well. Looking for capable hands. With a sharp glance, he wastes no time. Grimholt is bleeding. Raiders struck days ago, tore through their defenses, stole the last of their stores, and vanished into the wilds. Aldric of Starfall Spire has sent for aid, and you're it. We need able hands to guard a supply caravan headed north. 9 days to Gilded Hollow, 4 to the Spire, and 12 to Grimholt. Expect danger. Wolves, bandits, worse, and when we reach Grimholt, the raiders fled west, dragging a stolen cargo and bodies back to the ruins of Blackthorn Keep. You bring the supplies, then you hunt them down. Pay's good. Blood might be too. And, well, if you're in, we ride by sundown. The courier steps back, waiting. The choice is yours, but the road ahead has already begun to take shape. What say you guys at this point? You guys are all there.
Kael just taps Gabba and Luka's shoulder and goes, "It seems the pay is good, isn't it, my friends?"
Seems we are needed yet again.
Gabba, help.
Okay.
Pay is
Kael
good.
just
How much is good?
500 gold pieces each.
7.
No, he said 500.
And I said I want 7.
The courier just kind of looks down. I'm only authorized to say 5. But once you reach the Spire, I'm sure you may be able to renegotiate with Lord Aldric himself.
Fine.
Meanwhile, Kael just picks up Gabba and puts her on his shoulders. Like, let's go.
Did you?
Gabba's so tall. Looking around excited.
Luka would ask, having gone to the inn after her work shift was done and had some supper, if they might not on the way out, since they're headed out that road anyway, take a moment for her to step inside her cottage and pick up her things.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much morning at this point, and as he said, that the caravan was going to leave at sundown and head up the road. So you've got the day.
My apologies. I
gather
thought it was earlier.
Yeah, no, it's early in the day, but he just said that they ride at sundown was what his words were. So with that in mind, you guys take the day to do whatever preparations you need doing, and then you depart that evening. And as Mistwood fades behind you, you set out from the bustling town. Actually, sorry, I was wrong. You do leave this morning, so yeah, you stop. My bad. I got confused on where I was here in my notes. So yeah, you can stop at your thing and do your whatever you need to do at the cottage.
Okay. Great.
So
That
that's
wouldn't
not a
take long.
problem. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I just lost my place here. I just got a little confuddled. It's been one of those days. So Mistwood fades behind you as you set out from the bustling town. The morning air still thick with the scent of those fresh breads, but this time now mixing with damp earth as you head out, leaving your cottage behind as well. Mirror Street stretches ahead, and this cobbled path worn by countless travelers. It leads to the heart of town, past Ivy Crest Path before merging into Gilded Hollow Road, and that's where, of course, the familiar hum of daily life fades away and you push further north. Taking a moment, though, at the Greycliff Cottage for Luka to gather her belongings and whatever she needs. But, of course, to the east, as you're going, Mistwood Forest clings to the road, its gnarled trees shrouded in perpetual mist. The eerie fog coils around the trunks, whispering through the underbrush like unseen spirits lingering through just beyond sight. Strange shapes seem to shift among the trees, fleeting glimpses of motion that vanish before you can focus on them. Gabby, you're quite used to this from actually living amongst the trees. You see this kind of sight all the time. As you go to the west, rolling grasslands and scattered farmsteads stretch towards the horizon, golden fields swaying beneath the morning breeze. In the far distance, the silhouette of Eldrin's Vale looms, a ghostly reminder of times past. I believe, Luka, you were on that one as well. That was the Shadowed Vale.
Yes.
Yes, so that has now been officially renamed now that the fog had cleared mostly, or the mist from there had cleared, and it's now Eldrin's Vale once again. A small weathered wooden sign stands behind a narrow path that breaks away eastward into the forest, and that was where you had stopped. They had put that up for you, Luka. It actually just simply reads Greycliff Cottage. Beyond the marker, the road to Gilded Hollow continues northward, vanishing over the hills. The next 9 days of travel will carry you through these lands, through whispering forests, open fields, and eventually the cultivated farmlands that herald the town of Gilded Hollow. What are you guys doing on the road? How are you? Because you've got a caravan that you're guarding that's loaded up with supplies for this town or village that most of you have never even heard of. That's right in the western regions of the Middlelands.
Well,
Kael
Gabba
probably
would look over at Zahir and she'd be like, friend Zebra. Trying to get her attention.
Zahira.
Did friend find... Weren't Zebra looking for friend last time? Did ever find friend?
My name is Zahira.
Zahira.
Luka hides a giggle, trying not to laugh, as she knows Gabba's doing this deliberately.
Meanwhile,
No,
Kael goes,
It's not...
I wasn't looking for a friend. I was looking for a mark. And no, I did not find my mark.
Oh, shame. Help find Mark next time, maybe.
Hopefully.
meanwhile, Kael raises a finger and goes, "Oh, Gabba learns how to get your name right apparently after about a year of knowing you."
I don't not that Zebra. Well, she wasn't at the tower, was she? With us?
No.
Yes.
So he
She
wouldn't have
didn't
learned.
stay. She didn't stay. She left.
Yeah, so he wouldn't have learned her name correctly, like Luka and Kael.
Yep. That's why Kael
Oh. I
So the
see.
first. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just commenting.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. The first 4 days takes you along the eastern edge of Mistwood Forest. Its shadow, a constant presence beside the road. The eerie silence of the woods presses in at night, broken only by the occasional hoot of an owl or the rustling of unseen creatures. Party sets camp along the roadside where the flickering firelight seems to shrink against the vast dark beyond. Each evening, the mist creeps closer, curling at the edges of your camp. The Mistwood is beautiful, but those who have traveled its depths knows it holds ancient secrets, and not all who enter return unchanged. On the third night, though, as the party makes camp beside a shallow murmuring brook, the air shifts. The crackling of the fire seems distant. The calls of the night creatures suddenly hushed. The only sound is the whisper of wind threading through the trees. Then through the low mist rising from the ground, it appears. A stag, luminous and spectral. Its coat silver and shimmering like moonlight on rippling water. Its eyes, deep pools of ethereal blue, lock onto yours, unblinking. It stands at the edge of your firelight, head high, breath visible in the cold air. For a long moment it watches, a silent guardian of the forest. Then, without a sound, it turns and walks back into the trees, leaving only the lingering shimmer of its presence in the air like a trail. If the party decides to follow, you will go into the forest, where the undergrowth is thick and the trees grow ancient. The trunks are knotted with age, and the path winds towards something in the distance. Do you sit by the fire, or do you continue?
I think Gabba will go to the edge of the camp and look out where the stag went, but not follow. She kind of looks at the rest of the group to see what they're doing.
Okay.
As a warden, would I recognize this?
That stag, as a warden, yes, you would, is definitely a creature of Kumir, often sent as either a guide or sometimes an omen. But this didn't seem to be threatening you away from something. It seemed to just kind of look at you and then walk and leave a trail into the woods.
I do believe that Luka's seen this, glimpsed it before.
You've seen one of
And-
these before, yes.
Definitely went hunting or looking after it. I don't know that we ever found it last time. But she would probably be inclined to talk to the others about it. I think we should go see where it went. It usually wouldn't make its presence known unless it's something is up.
Kael just
Agreed.
says, I'm interested in finding out about this thing again as well.
You're interested in what?
I'm interested in finding out more about this thing as well. I'm intrigued by the arcane creature. I think it's arcane, at least.
Follow my lead. And I start to walk into the forest towards or after the stag.
Okay. Do you just walk in casually? Do you take any precautions?
Cautiously, but as casually as a cat will.
Okay. So very soft-footed. And of course, not disturbing anything really or too much that's in nature as you go. And of course, as I said, you follow that trail to the edge of the forest, and you can see, like, the edge of the forest is only maybe 10 feet away from where you were camped. So it's not far away. And you see this path that leads deeper into the wood. And those trunks are huge and knotted, and the fog and the mist is heavy overhead. But it kind of winds into the Mistwood forest a little bit. And ahead you see something. Crumbling stone, wrapped in the tight embrace of gnarled roots and creeping vines. There's an eerie glow that pulses from within these ruins, and the air thrums with latent magic. The ruins pulse again with quiet energy, their broken carvings whispering of forgotten days, twisting vines glowing with a sickly green light rising at the entrance of the ruins themselves, as if sensing your presence. The spectral stag lingers briefly, looking at you, looking at the ruins, and then fades into the mist. What do you do?
Can I roll a perception check?
Okay, what are you trying to perceive? What are you looking for?
Trying to get a sense of what the stag was trying to tell us by looking at us and then the ruins, like whether it was a warning or.
So that would be more of an insight. You're trying to determine what the stag was trying to convey. So roll an insight check.
Where is that on this? There we go. Insight +3. All right. 15.
15. You're pretty sure that the way the stag was looking at you and then looking at this glowing green entrance to the ruins kind of stretch out over an area, and the entrance to the ruins, which is pretty much before you on the path, is like this glowing green entrance. So you're pretty much sure that the stag was trying to tell you you need to go in for some reason, to go into the ruins, whether it's to find something, to uncover something. You're not sure of that, but you're pretty sure that that's what the stag was trying to get you to do.
Okay, I relay this to the party and start to enter, cautiously checking for, anything that might be hazardous.
Gabba checks those vines to see if you can figure out what they are and if they're a danger or not.
So you're studying the ruins a little bit?
Well, no, maybe I misunderstood. The vines that are around the ruins, are they moving or are they just there?
No, they seem to be wrapping, but you want to study the vines a little bit, you can.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you look at them roll me a nature check, actually.
That's what she studied.
Yep.
She only got a 10, but
Can I give her assistance? I have a +5.
Yes,
I'd say
you can.
roll separately.
Yeah,
Oh,
roll separately, and then if one of you can do it. Yeah.
21.
There you go.
How'd you make it, Gabba?
Huh?
How'd you make out?
Oh, only a 10.
Already done. Okay. Well,
Do you mind if I roll a history check on the building?
if you want to, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So I got a 21 on that nature check.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, you do that while I roll. I got a 12 on my history check.
Okay, so you have no idea what these ruins are. You've never even heard of something being here, other than the fact you do know. Actually, you don't know. You're not really from this area. Luka, you would actually. Yeah, you can roll history, Luka.
I rolled an 18, and that would add in. It's a history check, you said? That would add in. Oh, history. You only have history now. Oh, +4. So that's
+4,
21.
so 21. Okay, so 22. So you know that throughout the Mistwood Forest, there is said to be or have been small, not even towns, like not even a village, like more of a thorp, like tiny communities of wood elves and mystic elves that are said to have made this their home at different points in time through history in this region. So you know that around the gates specifically, that there are communities in and around. Some are very, very old. Some have been faded away, like this one, and some are still active out there somewhere. So you know that. Now that 21 on your nature check, these vines, they're pretty sturdy. They're living but not really sentient. If that makes a sense. They can definitely lash out at you and pull you in, like hold you in their grip if you're not careful. But there's nothing sentient about them, though. It's just a matter of either being cautious to get through them or using your athletics to kind of, pull your way through. Would be the only two ways of doing it.
All right.
Are you guys going into the ruins, though?
So then these vines are hazardous?
They can be. Probably not to physical health, but it definitely holding you down or holding you back.
All right. I pass that along to my party.
I like the one person who didn't go to school with us figured things out.
So, are you guys going into the ruins?
Following Zahira, because she's the one who wanted to lead. I don't know if she's taking the lead on this one, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm going in.
Okay, so You will need, if you're going to go like forcing your way through the vines, you'll need to roll an athletics check. If you are being more delicate and you're trying to kind of tiptoe through carefully, use an acrobatics roll to do that. But I need everybody to do so.
I
as a
will
group.
be doing
I'm sorry.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics, what was the first one?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Or athletics?
Yes.
I prefer the finesse of the acrobatics, so I got a +6 in both.
Yeah, I used acrobatics. Is that okay?
Yep. Either or. I just need all of you to roll, and you three of you have to succeed. So
18 for Luka.
26.
That's 2 successes.
4.
That's a fail.
Oh boy.
And Gabba got an 8.
I rolled athletics.
Oh, Gabba
You
got
should
an
have
8.
like a +10 on athletics.
Well, Gabba went to acrobatics, and she's trying to sneak with everyone else, but she got an 8 on that.
Okay. As you guys are going, some of you are tiptoeing through, trying to make your way through. But as you get maybe a third of the way into the ruins, and you're trying to look around, these vines lash out violently. Just all over the place, trying to grab you in their grip. I need you all to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, jeez.
Dirty 20
Okay.
for Gabba.
18, 19, 21.
21. Okay. You're good.
Kael got a 2.
Okay, Kael, you're held.
Kael's having a bad day.
Kael, you're held. Gabba,
Oh, dirty 20.
dirty 20, you're good. And Luka.
11.
Luka, you're held. As two of you are wrapped up tight in these vines, and you're kind of struggling. Just one moment here, guys. I just have to make it. Yeah, the vines that you had noticed coming in, there's something going on at this point. And you see this, Zahira, that the vine, all of a sudden, that greeny glow that was around the entrance seems to have spread across the ground and is now kind of seems to be inching its way along the vines, especially towards where Luka is grasped and where Kael is grasped. And you're noticing this, and I'm going to bring this up right here in front of you.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that cluster of vines that have been twisting around and writhing, as that green light begins to seep into the vines and go towards it, you see all of a sudden it rise up with glowing green eyes and jagged teeth and a tongue that lashes out like a serpent's. And it seems that these multiple vines have now wrapped around Luka and Kael. What are you doing immediately? Well, they're wrapped up, so it's Gabba and Zahira. You have an action before we get into initiative.
Now, as a warden, would I have any compunction to attack this? Like, does this seem like a natural thing?
This is not natural. This is something that's corrupt.
Okay, so I have no problem attacking it.
No problem at all.
All right, I'm going to try to free Luka first.
Yeah, Gabba's going straight to Kael. Let
I'm
go,
going-
Kael!
Okay, so you guys are-
Tug on the...
So Zahira, you're going over to Luka, and Gabba, you're going over to Kael. You guys can, using your strength, and you may offer aid to Luka and to Kael to break free. So Kael, make me a strength roll with your standard modifier, and Luka, you too. and you can roll it with advantage.
What am I rolling?
Strength
Strength
roll.
check.
Strength check.
Strength check.
A check,
With
not a
advantage.
save?
Right. Because you're trying to break
not a
free
save.
with help. So it's with advantage.
Okay.
Gabba helped me out.
Yay!
I rolled a 16 and then an 18
Ouch. Just hit
with
me.
my +2, so that would be a 20 and dirty. Thanks to Gabba.
Okay, dirty 20. The vine rip away.
A strength check, what skill?
Just strength. No skill.
So I add my strength modifier, it's 11 again.
11 again. You're still bound, even, and that was with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. So you're still bound, and at that I need initiatives at this point, folks.
What is it with 11 tonight, you guys? I just rolled an 11.
Oh, geez.
So did I.
Although I do have a
changing my die.
+9.
3 on initiative, so that puts me at a
So did I.
14.
Okay, so
14
I got,
total.
14 for
12
Luka. Kael for 12.
9.
9. So
7.
Luka, Kael. So it's Luka, Kael,
So we're all in the middle today.
Zahira, and Gabba. And I am right behind Kael. Okay. All right, so at top of the round, Luka, you can try again. Another strength check with advantage because you're still being given aid at the moment.
There's a 17.
17, you are free.
Yay.
You break free of the vine. Okay,
Okay.
and
Excellent.
yeah, we'll say that's your movement. So you can
Okay.
take an action at this point.
My action, I don't see any other threat, just the vines.
Just this thing. Not sure what you would call it. Dropping everything today.
Okay. Oh, I see it now. I just said make it bigger. Oh, that is a nasty looking thing.
Yeah, I can blow it up a little bit more on the screen.
That deserves a couple of beams of Eldritch Blast blasted at it.
Okay.
Boops in the snoot.
Yes. So Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch boop.
I rolled a good, which is a 24 altogether to hit for the first one.
Oh yeah, you hit. You smacked it good.
And the second one misses. No. I gotta check with you. That's an 11. Does an 11 miss?
It misses, yeah.
Yes,
AC is
okay.
14.
All right. So the first one hit. So Eldritch Blast is a 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay. Here we go. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Kael, you're up.
Chromatic orb. Fire.
Okay.
Going to roll to see if I hit.
Yep.
Okay, and that adds my spell thing. So that would be a +5. So that would be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Let me double check the damage on Chromatic Orb because, again, I am often confused with damage amounts. 3d8. There we go. Right. So that's my 3d8. 7. 5. 8. So grand total of 20.
Okay, make me either a medicine check or a nature check.
Medicine or nature?
Yep.
Let me go check and see what I have more higher on. Oh, nature it is. That would be a 19.
You determined that hit did way more damage than it should have. This thing is basically bloodied at this point.
Okay. Immediately he's going to turn to Gabba and the others and go, hit it with fire! It's weak to fire!
Okay, so you've said that now, and at that point, it is its turn, and what you see happen is this thing kind of, it's like almost like a cross between a hiss and a growl that comes out of its maw, and its teeth are sharp, and as it does, you see the vines go kind of crazy and slash out at everybody. I need everybody in a 20-foot radius, which is everybody. Make me a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, please.
What?
I made it.
DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity saving throw. Okay.
So Kael,
Nat 20 for Gabba.
jeez. Gabba super pass.
18.
Kael.
That's 16.
16. So you're good. So everybody, Luka, you made it too?
Yep, dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay, so all of you only take half damage. You take 5 points of piercing damage as these things lashed out and kind of jabbed at you.
Ow.
And I think that's all it can. Yeah, that's all it can do. All right. So next up is Zahira.
Okay. Can I use? I'm not sure how these skills actually work. Can I use elemental infusion?
Remind me of the description of that.
Second level, you can imbue your attacks with elemental power at the end of a long rest.
Yes, you can. You can add fire to it.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm attacking with my... I don't even know what I have. Hang on. Where are my
Joys of playing a brand new character.
Huh?
Joys of playing a new character, considering last time you never had any combat.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 1d6. And where are my weapons? Oh, there we
Under
go.
combat.
And I'm gonna go with. I'm close enough. I'm gonna go with my longsword. So, 26.
26 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. And what's the damage on that thing? Is 1d8. Where's my 8? There you go. All right. Oh, sorry, 25, not 26.
Still hits.
Uh,
It's only got a 14 armor class.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of slashing damage with an additional... How does that work? With an additional 3 points of fire damage.
Okay, so additional 6 points of fire damage. Okay, so what you guys actually seen is as she pulls out this longsword and slashes it with the longsword, all of a sudden just flames come out of her hand and into the blade and transfer directly to this vine horror. And you got a fan in the chat room there on YouTube. Zahira, Obsidian Paladin, says hello.
Oh, I better get in there. That's
Sorry, I
true.
just wanted to pass that along. I just noticed it. I keep forgetting to open up the chat sometimes, and I apologize to those of you watching that sometimes, I forget. Kind of in the middle of doing stuff. It happens. So next up is Gabba. You are your next on up.
Yeah, Gabba is just gonna grab a rock and just throw it at it. Bad plant. But the rock's going to be kind of imbued with a little bit of energy, so she's going to throw magic stone at it.
Ow.
But the rock's going to be kind of
Okay.
For an 8 to hit.
8 to hit. Yeah, that misses. It goes flying off in another direction.
Bad.
Is that the end of your turn?
And that's it.
Okay, Luka, you were top of the round. Kael, you're on deck.
Okay. So while this thing is still standing, she's gonna try another couple of Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay.
The first one, 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and the second one is a 12.
There's a 12, and that misses. So first one you got damage.
Okay, so that is 13 points of damage.
13. Okay. Make me a medicine check or a nature check.
Probably be nature.
Not a zebra.
That would be a 14.
Yeah, 14. This thing looks like it's on death's door.
Okay. Hit it one more time, folks. We almost got it down.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Kael, you're up.
Chromatic orb. That would be a 16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, 38. 4. 4.
And
8.
And it's gone.
Oof.
The vines just kind of fire and burn up, and they turn to ash and dust. And all the vines that are around and covering these ruins begin to wither almost immediately. In their place, what you guys see is this wonderful looking object on the ground that seems to almost be glowing like moonlight.
Okay,
Sucks.
Kael's gonna go over and pick that up.
Anybody else wanted to do
Well,
anything
I
with
would-
it? As they
Definitely go over to it and investigate it a little bit further. So wait before you
Okay.
touch it. What
Well,
do
he's
I
already
find?
grabbed it.
Oh.
So you go over to you're going over to look at it. You go, wait, don't touch it. And he grabs it.
Mhm. And what
He's
does it
holding
look
it.
like as I investigate it?
It's an amulet.
Okay. You feel
And it's definitely
okay, Kael?
It is definitely glowing magical. That green glow that was around these ruins and around this area is gone. There's no corruption here now at all. You don't sense it, but there is this magic amulet that you have.
This house is cleansed.
Meanwhile, Kael goes, I feel fine. He's then going to use his identify scroll that he buys every time he goes out on a mission. And he's basically identified this amulet.
Okay. It is Amulet of Moonlight. Once you attune to it, it's a one-shot item. So you have to attune, and then you can wear it and use it one time. It will grant you advantage on saving throws versus illusions for a full 24 hours.
Kael goes, "Do you mind if I keep this?"
It's rock.
Luka shrugs. And me.
He explains what it does, just to confirm, so that you're all well informed of what it is.
As this is going on, Zahira, you notice at the edge of the ruin, back towards the way you came in, the stag is standing there. It looks at you, makes eye contact, and it bows its head, and it vanishes.
And I curtsy back to it. Basically telling it it's our pleasure to have helped.
So the party at this point emerges from the ruins, heading back to your camp. The forest remains eerily silent as you leave. The spectral stag is gone, its purpose fulfilled, leaving only an unsettling sense of reverence in the air. The journey must continue. The road to Gilded Hollow is still long, and the true dangers of the land have yet to fully reveal themselves. The forest watches and the wind whispers, carrying secrets older than the trees themselves. What else will await you along the path, along Gilded Hollow Road? The night passes, and as I said, this was on the third night. But as you continue down the road, let us do a little switch up here.
No.
There we go. There's another switch up. You're in the distance. The golden rooftops of Gilded Hollow glimmer in the morning sun as your caravan rolls towards the town. The road before you is well-worn dirt path stretching westward into open countryside. The smell of fresh grain and damp soil lingers in the air, blending with the faint aroma of baking bread from the village. The fields of wheat and barley sway gently in the breeze, their golden hues painting the land like rolling waves of an amber sea. Farmers pause in their morning routines to watch the caravan pass, some raising a hand in quiet acknowledgement. As the farmlands slowly recede, the road turns wilder, giving way to rolling hills as you pass by, and you go literally right around Gilded Hollow, not even going in. Gives way to these rolling hills and thick green grass and scattered copses of trees. The terrain becomes uneven at this point, and the wind, unburdened by buildings or dense forest, sweeps freely across the land, rustling cloaks and causing the canvas of the supply wagons to ripple. The journey is calm for the first 3 days, though an eerie quiet lingers. Birds wheel overhead and distant shapes move along the far horizon, too far to identify, but enough to remind you that these lands, though beautiful, are untamed. On your right-hand side is Lake Mirror. You can see it. It's sheer, shimmering waters like the reflective surface of a mirror, where the lake gets its name. As the fourth day dawns, the road climbs up to the Mirror Cliffs, leveling out above the vast silver waters of the lake. It narrows, hugging the edge where one misstep could be fatal. Winds howl across the precipice, carrying the scent of fresh water and damp stone. Ahead, the road winds unevenly, worn by time and marked by weathered warnings. The final stretch to Starfall Spire will be treacherous.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
No.
I had to ask.
Many times you have to steady the wagons and the horses and navigate the elements to ensure safe passage. So at this point, I need a group check. I need someone to choose strength, athletics roll. I need someone to be the acrobatics, the dexterity roll. I need a wisdom roll, and I need an intelligence roll. You guys decide who's doing what.
I'll take the wisdom.
I'll do the acrobatics.
Gabba will take intelligence.
Oh no.
Okay.
Kael will take strength.
Okay, so you guys all need to roll, please.
17 on acrobatics.
13 on strength. Athletics.
Intelligence 7, just 7.
Oh no.
Wisdom is 14.
Okay, so you had one success. As you're moving along, one of the wagons veers dangerous towards the edge. I need 2 people to step forward with an athletics check.
Kael can try it.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay, that's 1.
That's a dirty 20.
The 2 of you managed to keep the horses and that wagon on the edge of the cliff. It was almost lost, losing all the supplies along with it. You continue along the road. After a grueling climb, the road widens, leading to sturdy stone bridge and the towering form of Starfall Spire beyond. The dark fortress looms atop the cliffs, its high tower piercing the stormy sky. You can't see the top. Torches flicker along lower battlements, and a pair of massive iron-banded doors stand open, awaiting your arrival. The roar of the lake below blends with the distant clang of metal from within. Shadowed figures watch from above, guards perhaps, wary yet expectant. Ahead lies rest and protection, a chance to gather strength before the final leg of your journey to Grimholt. The gates of Starfall Spire grown open, as I said, the rest of them, revealing the road stretching northward. Actually, sorry, that's the wrong spot. I'm going too far ahead. All right, stop. It's one of those days. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this is what you guys see. The doors are open. We are... Do I have another scene for this prepared for you guys, or no? No, not really. Okay, however, we'll just bring out an NPC who's here. That is...
Gabba and
This
Kael
fellow.
and Luka say we're back.
Hello again.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring you guys out because that's basically Lord Aldric is there. So, you guys, what are you guys doing when you go in? Are you just resting for the night, taking it easy? There seems to be 2 more wagons that are going to be joining the caravan. You also gained 1 back at Gilded Hollow, so there was 2 in Middlelands, and now there's 3, and now you're going to have 5 in total headed towards Grimholt.
I'm going to attempt to renegotiate the fee.
Okay, how are you doing so?
Okay, hold on. Kael's
Um,
going to do it with advantage because he wants more money.
Luka would
Uh,
shake her head and say, I'm good, and go find something else to do or somebody else to visit.
So you're going to just hang out in the tower for a little bit, Luka, and get some rest? Okay. Because you guys know that now that you're in the tower, time out on the outside has kind of stopped for a while. So you are giving aid to Zahira to renegotiate. So Zahira, what are you rolling? Are you going to do persuasion? Are you going to do...
yeah, I think persuasion.
Okay. Roll me persuasion with advantage.
I'm going to explain, hey, we've done this and now we've got extra that we have to do. And I think given our track record already, we're worth the extra.
Kael's going to assist by saying, and we did just deal with a situation involving some kind of plenty thing nearby some ruins. As an extra little bit of assistance.
19.
19.
Thank God for the assistance. Otherwise, it would have been
Kind of looks at you with a very calm, reserved expression, and then looks over at Kael. The plant thing, not my concern. But you now, were you renegotiating mostly for your own upping to 700, or everybody gets
For
700?
everybody.
Okay.
Luka
I
said
think my
she's
team
fine
is
with
worth
it.
Okay. Luka said she's fine with it. He actually agrees to the 7.
No, she had said when she left that she was fine with the original
Yep.
payment.
And
Yeah.
because you just made that very clear as well when you're here, he was on the fence. But when you said no, I'm good with the 5, he's like, you know what? I'll give you the 7 if you complete what I've asked.
Thank you.
So with that, you guys get your night's rest. You've renegotiated as you see fit. You now have the 12-day trek, which I'm gonna. There is a scene for this.
Weird question.
Yeah.
They don't have any gift shops there, do they? Gabba just wants to get something for Helen.
It's a keep, not a resort.
I went to Starfall Spire and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
The t-shirt, yeah. Actually, you know what? Just for that, guys, I am going to design a Starfall Spire t-shirt for sale on our merchandise store.
Right up there
Otherwise,
with the
Gabba-
combat chicken.
Otherwise,
Kael is to give.
Gabba will buy
What do you
Helen
think,
a combat chicken t-shirt.
We all Kael's
Yep.
giving Zahira a high 5.
So you guys spend the night. You get your full rest, and the next morning you head out. The gates of Starfall Spire groan open because they had been closed after you guys settled in, revealing the road that stretches north and then further on to the west into the vast frontier. The caravan now bolstered by 2 final wagons, from Scarlet Haven, one right from here, from the spire itself, moves forward as the fortified spire fades behind. Rolling hills give way to rougher land, the wind carrying the scent of frosted kissed grass and winter's lingering chill still. For days, the journey is uneventful, the road winding through empty plains beneath a crisp, endless horizon. Crows circle overhead, their cries a stark reminder of the untamed lands. As the days pass, the terrain grows barren, soft soil turning to cracked earth, the wind rising as dark clouds loom. Homesteads become rare, the doors bolted at the sight of any travelers. The world itself seems to hold its breath here, waiting. Now, I'm just going to kind of give you guys an insight, and I will show everybody that there is a map that's behind everybody, but I'm going to actually show the map on the screen. And way over here, I don't know if you guys can make out where I'm pointing. I can't point that on there, but to the upper left area is where you guys are. You're going right to the edge of the border area there. That is not a current map. We've actually...
5 is the tower that we're in?
Oh, you guys have
Or that
left
we
the
were
tower. I'll show you where that is. I'm just trying to load up the proper document, the proper map, the newest one, the updated, because as I said, this is an ongoing world, so we do update the maps as we go. Where is my Middlelands? There it is, right there. And now I can get rid of, put that one up. There we go. Oops. Anyway, it's a little shorter, and you guys can see you guys in the background, but either way, it's there. I gotta delete that one. Okay, so you'll see Grimholt. You guys kind of went. You left the tower, number 5. You left that. You went. You're gone through the Scarlet Grove a little bit, and now you've gone through these plain lands, and you're going to the town of Grimholt that's on the border. So you actually can see where that is. But anyway, that just gives everybody a little insight as to what's going on and where you are. By the 8th day, the road takes you into a truly desolate area. The once golden grasses have turned brittle and gray, patches of blackened earth scattered like scars upon the landscape. Wolves howl at the edge of hearing. Their mournful cry is rising with the setting sun. The scent of decay lingers faintly in the air here, carried on the wind from some unseen place. The caravan slows. Something is wrong. The horses snort nervously, their ears flicking in agitation. The road ahead is lingered with signs of a struggle. Broken arrows, the remains of shattered wagons, and disturbingly, clawed footprints far larger than those of any ordinary wolf. A cold chill runs through the party. Whatever happened here, it was recent. What are you guys doing?
Just scanning the environment for clues and any potential.
I'm gonna check those tracks, see if I can figure out what they're from.
Okay, so you're checking the tracks. Gabba, you were saying you were doing...
Just look in the area for anything that may be watching us or considering us a target.
Okay. So I'm going to need a survival roll from Zahira, and I'm going to need a perception roll from Gabba. Luka and Kael, are you doing anything specific at this point?
Kael's going to assist
Nat 20.
Zahira. Never mind.
Nat 20 with a +5. So I'm doing pretty good.
Also,
Okay.
nat 20 with the +5.
Ooh, high five.
Whoa.
Okay.
I guess
Well,
I guess I don't need this then.
I guess not. Ooh. It's a gnome's hat.
No, it's a
What
not a
you
gnome
guys-
hat, it's a dunce hat.
Ah, close enough.
And a
what
tie
you
my
guys
hair.
noticed...
Find that too.
What were we rolling?
Well, they were rolling, and they
Okay, never
rolled.
mind.
They rolled plenty.
Okay, I thought I missed something. Sorry.
For naughty dice.
No, not really. They were just one. Gabba was just looking around to see what had left this mess, and Zahira was trying to see what if they were around, and Zahira was
Other
trying to
way
see
around.
what.
I was checking out what the tracks were, and Gabba was looking to
Yeah.
see if they were around.
Oh.
Exactly
And Kael was helping Zahira.
what she said.
Okay, so what did they find out about the tracks then?
So
Sorry, interrupt.
one, Zahira, you're beyond the shadow of a doubt. Direwolves,
Oh, goody.
and about 5 of them, maybe 6.
And I called out to the caravan.
Okay, so the caravan comes to a complete halt. Gabba, you actually, because you're not going to be surprised by them, just so you are aware, but you notice them. You're the first to actually notice them on the edge of the...
Gabba gets to warn everyone else.
Yes.
Sort of.
Couldn't just be wolves. No. It's got to be dire wolf.
These guys are big guys.
Well, it is a dire land.
We're in
Gabba?
dire shit.
So what you see are 5 direwolves and 1 alpha direwolf.
So 6 altogether?
6 altogether, yes.
There isn't any such thing as actual alpha wolves.
Well, this one's
Yes, there is.
corrupted and is the leader. So.
All right, I'm going to need initiatives, please.
15 for Gabba.
Uh-huh.
19.
19 versus Zahira.
19 as well.
Cat.
Who's got the higher dex, Zahira or Luka?
My dex is 18.
That would be you have the higher dex, just a little bit.
Okay, so Zahira. Okay.
Your dex is 3?
No, my initiative is 3.
Initiative is 3?
Dex is
Okay, so
1.
top of the round.
Oh my god.
Zahira, this is what you see. What are you doing?
I am going to imbue my weapon with fire Because direwolves
Okay.
don't like fire. And I'm going to. I think I'm going to launch my spear at the alpha.
Okay. You're going to launch the spear at the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just writing down some stats here. Okay, and
I'm going to be having Thistledown doing the help action for this battle too. So
okay,
I
so
suppose I should
Thistledown
roll
is
for
doing the help
him.
action.
Yeah.
If you want to roll independently, or you can have him go on your initiative.
That's fine. He can go after me then.
Okay. Because that way he's giving you the help action, right? So, all right. So top of the round, Zahira. That's what you see. What are you doing? You're throwing the spear at the alpha specifically.
Yes.
Okay, so you are centering yourself and throwing that spear. Roll to hit. What'd you roll?
Uh, 20.
That hits.
Right. And. Okay. Nine points plus. Where is it? So 9 points plus 5 points.
So 14
5 points
damage.
fire damage.
Okay. So you've done that to the alpha. And next up, is that the end of your turn?
Nope. One more attack. $17.
17 hits.
All right. And I guess I have to move up because I threw my spear and now I'm coming in with my sword. Now does my elemental infusion, does it work on all weapons or just one?
You've used it.
Attacks.
Yeah, if you've used it already. Oh, yeah. If it's your attacks, it's all your attacks right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Okay. So what did I say? 6, 11, 12, 13, 17. 17 hit.
Yep.
And 6. And 6 plus. I gotta do something with this character sheet. Okay, so 10 points.
10 points of damage.
And
Okay.
another 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, excellent. So you have definitely made some headway on the alpha for sure. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Kael, you're up.
Okay. Going to Mystic Step right in front of the Alpha and point blank Chromatic Orb in the face for fire.
Okay.
And that's a nat 20 this time.
Okay.
Not that it matters for spells, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
7, 8, 8. 23 damage.
Dang.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I did a bonus action and an action.
Okay. That brings me to. Actually,
I forget to
screwed that up. Okay.
Ladettes, it's lasses.
God kind of messed that up a little bit. Luka, you're going to be next up, but it's going to give off a howl as it does, like a whimpering howl. And I need somebody, one of you, to roll me a 4-sided dice, please.
I'll do it.
A D4?
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard them called a 4-sided dice since like the 90s.
3.
3? Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like the
Just
sound
unaware.
of this.
Okay. Luka,
Something
you're up.
bad is going to happen, and it's just a decision of which bad it's going to happen.
Not necessarily.
Yep.
This is Deacon we're talking about. It is necessarily.
I sent
So what are you doing?
a text. Oh,
You sent me a text?
no, I just sent a
Ooh.
text in the chat.
Yeah, I thought
The
so
chat for
too.
this.
Because
Yeah, you were supposed. I screwed up the order.
Okay.
We don't-
yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
you should have gone instead of Kael. But
I
Good now.
I thought I was last because I had a 3.
you are. Yeah, you were supposed to be last. I screwed that up.
Okay.
Kael was excited.
Okay. So, I'm trying to see.
roll
was
for
there.
enthusiasm.
I'm there. The one directly in front of her. She will. Wait a minute. You know what? I think first thing I'm going to do is actually cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay. Is that not a bonus action though?
No,
Or no?
unfortunately, it's an action.
Okay. All right. So is that the end of your turn then?
Being as how I don't have any bonus actions that I could or should use now, then yes, it seems so.
Okay, Gabba, you're up.
Gabba's going to
You're on
step
deck.
forward, but not too close. She's actually going to cast Speak with Animals on herself. And she's going to yell out, "Big wolf going to get you killed. This not yours. Go away." She's calling to the other wolves, and that's her action.
That's her action. Make me a persuasion roll. And also, actually, you notice at this point, as you're actually focused on doing what you're doing, they all, including the alpha, look like they're starving. So roll me
Yeah.
persuasion.
Okay, 17. Switch to some good dice.
Okay.
I'm liking these metal dice. They're really helping me out.
Two of them
Good enough.
kind of back off. Okay, is that that's your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
So now one turn has gone by, and we are now in the second round. And it is Zahira's turn. Now that you're back, perfect timing.
I'm over there. I heard you. All right. How does this alpha look now?
He's bloodied for sure.
Does he look like he's going to stand down anytime soon?
No, he looks hungry.
Hmm.
Now that you're assessing him more, he looks like he's starving. Like he would have starved to death in a couple of days if they don't eat.
Zahira has a flash idea and calls out to drop some. Do we have meat in the wagons?
No fresh meat, no. There are dried meats, but you know
Yeah.
yourself that's
They're not
not
gonna
going to
eat
get.
We're the food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, My thinking is these animals are attacking us mainly because they're hungry. If we could satiate them, they might back down and we won't have to kill them.
Well, they are dire wolves as well, but the fact that they're hungry, it just makes it worse.
Now, as a warden, would I be opposed to their existence, or they're part of the natural order?
They've become more a part of the natural order. Maybe not originally created as such, but they are what they are, and they breed amongst themselves. So they are. There's no magic involved in them. They're just what they are.
Basically, they evolved to be this way.
Yeah. So yeah, part of the natural.
Would I be able to somehow intimidate the leader to get the others to leave?
You can attempt that, yes.
All right. Come on, baby.
Well, I still want to help, but I don't have an action right now.
No, because Luka's on deck after Zahira this time. Going back to the right order.
22 on intimidation.
Okay. They leave.
Ah, fuck
They
yeah.
move on to find other prey. You needed a 20.
Wow.
Zahira, run.
You needed a 20. And it
If
was the
she
fact
had
that only had 9 hit points left didn't hurt either. It was already on almost on death's door, and you kind of intimidated enough. So you know what? You're gonna die here if you don't move on to find food somewhere else.
You know what's funny about that? If she had failed, I was gonna do mirror image and intimidate the group myself. Ugh. Like how you intimidate a bear.
You're at this point, Zahira. You just did that. You can make me the perception check.
Gabba will, after the wolves leave where they were, she'll go over and drop like 20 good berries just in case.
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks like in the woods where they came from originally. You see what looks like the remains of a scattered wagon.
Mm-hmm. I go over to investigate.
You
Yes,
you do find it looks like whatever was edible is gone. You do see a locked strongbox.
I'm going
Like a metal.
I'm going to attempt to pry it open.
Okay, I need a straight strength check, please.
Strength.
Can I assist?
Easy peasy. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Never mind.
Pop. You snap the lock mechanism off of it. It pops open. There's a small pile of gold inside and what looks like a sealed letter.
All right. Can I discern who the letter's from?
It's got like a merchant wax seal on it, like just from some like a traditional standard merchant seal. Like you can tell the difference between seals, whether it's a town leader, whether it's from Lord Aldric himself, whether it's a merchant, people they have their own unique.
Would Kael recognize the seal like it might be Iron Wheel Trading Company seal?
Yes.
It's actually this isn't from a caravan. This is a merchant seal. This wouldn't be from like a teamster or wagon people. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that. I'm not gonna open it because it's not for me. But I will look what else is in the box. Anything?
75 gold pieces.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna bring the letter back to our caravan and see if there's anybody here who knows what this is.
So you bring it back to the caravan and ask them?
Mm-hmm.
One of the merchants that are with the wagons says that's some. Well, it's one of our seals that have sealed the letter. May I?
I pass it over.
He takes it and he pops the seal on it, like pries the wax off of it, and opens up the letter and he reads it. Interesting. It seems to detail like raid points on the from the Ulsafia raids and where they've been hitting. This would be interesting to pass back to the town leaders or to Lord Aldric himself.
Yes, sounds like it would.
So with that, the aftermath of the attack leaves a weight upon the entire caravan. The dire wolves not slain, but out there still somewhere. They've left behind only the quiet reminder of a quite unforgiving frontier. The remaining days of travel pass under a sky growing ever darker, the sun shrouded by thickening clouds. You do see mountains in the distance. This area that you're traveling, this is not like you're not on a road anymore, really. It's almost like just a pathway through rugged terrain. This is nowhere near like the civilized areas of Mistwood and Gilded Hollow and even Scarlight Haven and all those places. Those have more of a civilized. This is the borderlands that you have entered into. By the 12th day, signs of civilization finally return. The broken remnants of an old watchtower mark the boundary of Grimholt's territory. Its stones worn and half buried in creeping vines as the road descends into a valley. The town comes into view, its wooden palisades standing. Though battered, smoke rises from its chimneys, though the settlement carries the air of a place that has known battle. A weary guard clad in rusted armor waves the caravan forward, and behind him the faces of Grimholt's people watch with quiet hope, waiting to see if salvation has finally arrived. The journey, of course, has been long, and you've gotten here, and you've dropped off now the wagons. This is the destination. They are quite pleased with it. Your journey is not quite done because you now need to track where these raiders went from here. What are you guys doing while you're at the fortress or at the town?
Was this part of the original agreement?
Yeah, you guys were to drop off the caravans and then continue on to find out and recover, if possible, what they took, because they took pretty much the entire town stores with them, and a lot of equipment and things like that from like the armories, and they've emptied it out.
Gabba will at least let the guards know that there are wolves out there, but maybe have something on hand to kind of just feed them or stave them off. They're just trying to eat. Just giving them advice, but letting them know that the threat's still out there.
Okay. They take all the advice that you give. They seem to listen.
Horse-sized wolves, he says.
Dire, and the one guard goes, dire wolves. We've had encounters with some of them before. The conditions of these lands are not what they used to be, and many of the wild creatures are hungry and looking for food.
Why land go bad?
It's been battle after battle, mini war after mini war. We've been fighting in these lands. Grimholt is the last surviving small settlement in the borderlands. There used to be more than a dozen along the border. They've now all fallen through battle, and the lands are scarred and scorched from magic from the giant folk and the tribal folk coming in and destroying the lands.
Kael.
They look very uneasy around Kael, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you say tribal, you don't mean my people.
No, you're You are one of the beast folk, as far as I can tell. You're not a tribal folk. They look at Gabba.
Yeah.
That's a tribal folk.
Yes.
Gabba not
Oh,
know
she's
this
Knowles.
place.
harmless.
Gnolls, goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, bugbears, tribal folk.
What were you saying, Gabba?
No, she just said Gabba not know this place. Apparently, that's where tribals come from.
Oh, sweet
All right.
summer child.
So you guys basically spend, even let's say a couple of days, just kind of helping them unload all the stuff from these wagons. It's basic supplies, grains and dried meats and things like that. There are some, weapons and armor that's been included in there as well. But again, you've just taken the time, and the aftermath of all the attacks have left weight on you. And by this day, it's just kind of gotten a little bit much, and it's time to move on.
Yep.
The journey
Luka
from
spent a little bit of time.
Go ahead.
I said Luka would have spent a little bit of time in the evenings as they, maybe settled for supper. I don't know how they all set it up there, but she could have played her flute a little bit for him, trying to give him a little bit of happy sounds in the midst of all the trouble.
It seems it does brighten the spirits a little bit as they work and they unload, and there's a lot of rebuilding going on. It's not a very pleasant atmosphere to be in compared to what you guys are used to. A town that is thriving and bustling. Looks like it's on the edge of crumbling. The journey as you leave Grimholt is long, and the wilds stretch behind you as you go like a silent specter. After 3 days of tracking the remnants of the Ulsafian raiders, you see the ruins of a keep rise up before you. A jagged silhouette against a storm-choked sky. The winds howl through crumbling battlements, carrying with it the scent of damp stone and the distant crackle of torchlight beyond the ruined gates. This once mighty fortress is now a skeletal husk, with blackened walls half collapsed, overtaken by creeping ivy and the relentless grasp of nature. A wide, broken courtyard lies ahead, pitted with old siege damage and strewn with shattered weapons and rusted armor. The keep itself looms beyond, the great doors slightly ajar, revealing only darkness within. The warband has made its last stand here, and the silence is thick with anticipation.
We see
Suddenly,
tracks.
Tracks lead all the way into this place.
Okay. Before we go in, could Luka cast a armor thickness on herself again?
Yes, she can.
Thank you.
When you say warband, do you mean the people we're hunting?
Yep.
Yes.
You guys have been hunting a warband, a raiding party that has been raiding the borderlands. So as you guys kind of move forward carefully, you've cast a spell, you've got your armor on you, you're ready, you're moving forward. Suddenly movement stirs beyond the broken walls. Shadows shift between the ruins, and the guttural growls of hobgoblins. You're familiar with these, Gabba. You've heard them before. Echo through the air. The enemy is waiting. I am going to...
Were the hobgoblins the raiding party?
Well, this is what you see.
They said that they were giants and tribal folk that had been raiding.
Yep. This is what you see.
Yeah, which means that my kind might be around here.
Where's my other... Shoot. I'm missing. Need one of them. Right? Yeah, one of them. I need... we're going to actually put him here. And there's one
Is that a
here.
dragon?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like just a beast.
Okay.
There are
Looks like a dragon.
You see 3 hobgoblin soldiers. There is a hobgoblin warcaster. And then you see this fellow.
Uh-oh.
That is an ogrekin warlord.
Oh, dear.
Yes, it is giant. That is giant folk. Just trying to gather my. Yeah. Oh
It's
crap!
Kael's dad.
No, I'm a fell hunter guy, not an ogre kid.
Oh, hobgoblin.
Not an ogre kid.
Did you read the chat, Deacon?
No, I haven't.
It's a good one.
What happened to the chat?
Yeah, you keep it up, Kael. Keep it up. Good job.
Keep what up? What are you?
No, that was Gabba.
Was that Gabba?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, next time.
What was that?
Oh, next time.
Next time. Okay. Now that I'm trying to sum up everything that's here, we've got. Yeah. So you got 3 hobgoblin soldiers. You've got the mage, and then you have an ogrekin.
Ooh, notes. Zoom in.
So-
Too late.
I need initiatives, please. They were.
So they
They
know
were
we're
waiting.
here.
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
watching you walk in.
Oh, okay, no chance for stealth.
Excuse me.
Nope, they seemed to know you were coming.
Well, Gabba got a nat 1 for a 5 for initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Gabba with a 5. Next,
19.
Kael 3. Zahira 19. Luka
15.
15. All right, so top of the round, it is
That's
Zahira.
twice I've voted for initiative.
I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little on that without losing too much of it off the screen. So, yeah, so you can at least see what's going on there a little bit. So I will bring Zahira. My goodness. Bring Zahira out. Right here. Okay. What are you doing? You're first up.
I am going to I'm going to use my feline agility. Once per short rest, I can move double my speed for 1 turn. And I am going to dash in at the warcaster.
This the warcaster, not the ogrekin, right? The guy over here.
Yeah, I'm crazy, not stupid.
Okay, so fruit.
And I'm going to attack him with where is it? Going to infuse my attacks with fire, and I'm going to attack. Where is it? Versatile longsword. So that's 2-handed. Does 1d10 instead of 1d8 if I hit.
Yep.
Uh, 16 hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. And he's going to take, let's say, 8, 14 points plus 1. This is a little singed.
All right. Is that your
Okay.
turn?
And my second attack. Also 16.
Yep.
14 points. And another 5 of fire.
Another 5 of fire. So 19 in total.
Mhm.
He is looking bloodied.
And I am finished.
Okay. So next up, we do have Luka. You're up.
Okay. So how close am I to what Zahira just did, the one she attacked?
The exact same one.
Well, yes. She thinks it's best that we concentrate on one at a time.
You can get up there.
Okay. I don't want to get up there too close because most of the time I'm doing shoot from afar. But that was the spellcaster that she attacked?
Yep. The warcaster. Yep.
Okay. I would like to try Dissonant Whispers on.
Okay.
That's a
And I need to roll a
wisdom saving throw.
You are used
13.
He failed.
Okay.
So 6. That's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
As he's racked with terrible pain, psychic damage, and he must immediately use his reaction to move as far as its speed allows.
Yeah, he uses his reaction to fall to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it worked.
Is that your?
He fainted.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. Let's deal with. You've made. Okay, you did a spell attack, so we're gonna do. What is his movement?
Eek, a giant is coming to hit me.
Okay, I'm gonna deal with him first. Okay. He's gonna deal reckless attack. Advantage. Oh, there's a 22. I'm assuming that hits you.
Of course, hits me. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a mother moment.
Am I still alive? Is the question.
13 points of bludgeoning damage as it clubs down on you.
Okay, and he takes 15 cold back from my armor of Agathis.
Ouch. 15.
15.
Okay. All right. And that's his move. Now to deal with these other 3 mutts. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can't do anything. 5, 10, 15. 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, right there. All right. So we've got one more making attacks on you as well.
Where's everybody else?
Gabba's outside picking a flower.
Kael is not. Kael is taking his time.
Good. 17 hit you, Luka?
Yes.
Okay. And that is short sword. 4. An additional 2d6. So 8 points of slashing damage.
And they take 15 points from the armor of Agathis again.
Okay. 15, so he takes 15. So that is. Okay. And does a 17 hit you as well, Zahira?
Pardon?
Does a 17 hit you?
My armor class is 17.
Okay, so it hits you. And that is 16 points of slashing damage.
Owie. Okay.
As sword comes across and just hacks into you. And I believe that is all their turns at this point. Yes, it is. Actually, does he have a range? No, he does not. Okay. And it brings us to Gabba. Kael, you're on deck.
Really? I'm before Kael?
I have a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. You
But
rolled
I
a
had
5,
that
Gabba.
1, but it was +5. So, okay.
Yeah.
Gabba will... can Gabba reach the one that's on Zahira?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so...
You guys can pretty much reach anybody that's on the board right now.
Okay,
Just
well,
so you guys know.
Gabba's going to charge the one that's by Zahira, and she's going to yell angrily, "You broke nature!" And she's mad, and she goes into a rage. And
Okay.
she rages into her feline-ish form. So she looks a little like Zahira with the little whiskers and nose, and she has the claws. So her bonus action to rage. Her action is she's going to take a swipe at the kobold.
Hobgoblin guy.
Yes, hobgoblin guy,
Suddenly, Zahira got a fangirl.
Yeah, much bigger than the kobold.
which is a 17 to hit,
That hits.
and
Just.
that is 7 slashing.
7 slashing.
And she'll just hiss.
Get that cobnoblin.
That's
Okay.
her turn.
And Kael, you're up.
Kael's actually going to be the crazy one here. And he's going to run up to the ogrekin. And he's actually going to use his arcane strike thing and basically say to the creature, I will fight you in giant king combat.
Okay. What are you doing?
That's a nat 20.
Fighting him in giant in combat. Weren't you listening?
Okay, so nat 20.
So I need to double check the
Your attack was
arcane
effective.
strike because I haven't. That would be a 1d6 force damage on top of my melee strike, which is a 1d4. So a 1d4 times 2, which is a 2, and then the 1d6.
You're a giantkin and you only do 1d4 of damage?
Well, he's hitting with the staff.
He's only 7 feet tall.
This guy's 10 feet tall. He's bigger than me.
You're at the low end of the gene pool, I take it, huh?
They're more of magical arcane type giants. Ogrekin are
Where's the
brutes.
We're the magic users and they're the fighter.
Oh, you're a magic user.
So how much damage did you do?
A total of 8.
8. Okay.
He's a little giant.
He's going to feel that in the morning.
All right. And is that your turn?
Yes, I'm going to keep something as a reaction just in case, though.
Okay, Zahira, you're up.
All right.
'Cause I
So
just
the magic user is Toast.
He's toast.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to two-handed at this little cobnoblin.
Yep.
13, 14, 15.
Little
17.
oops.
They aren't
Oh,
so little. Hobgoblins are
Not safe for work content there.
Oh, I've lost my. Where is it? Where's my hit bonus? Shit, I've lost my to hit bonus. I can't find it.
It'll be under combat. It'll be with your weapon. Right beside it. It should be right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to hit.
That hits.
And he's going to take. Let's do the fire damage first. Ooh, 6.
6 fire damage.
Oh, and I rolled a d20 for damage. No, that's not right. I was like, ooh, 17 points? No, I wish. What's this? That's a d8. I want a d8. I want a d10. 8. 12 points.
Total, is that a total or is it 12 plus the 6?
12 plus 6.
Okay, so 18 points in total.
And then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
That hits.
He takes another 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And another 12 points of damage.
17 in total. Make me a medicine check, please.
Oops. Medicine. Medicine. 5.
Yeah, okay. Not a problem. So next up is Luka, you're up.
Okay. She will Misty Step.
Yep.
Looking for some cover, so she's gonna go what would be northeast, up at the corner of that little bit that sticks out there between the two pillars. No, other side of the left.
There's
One more.
There's some
One
cover.
more. There.
Yep.
Misty
that's
steps
fine.
to there.
Yep.
And then she's going to shoot that ogrekin with a couple of the
Okay,
Eldritch
roll the hit.
Blasts.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so that is a
You get advantage on
23.
hit.
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage. That hits, regardless.
23 for the first one and a 16 for the second one. Do they both hit?
Second one hits. First one, or second one misses. First one hits. It's got an
Okay.
AC of 18.
All right, so I'm going to blast damage. It's going to be 11 points damage.
11 damage. Okay. Very good.
And then she's going to move up one and to the right one, kind of hiding behind that little bit of fallen stone there.
You're going to go here.
Nope, over to the other side a little. To the there you go there. Yep, hiding behind that
Okay.
bit of rubble in front of her. Still like half cover.
Yep. You have cover for sure. Not a problem. All right.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. With that, this guy lets out a roar, and you know what this is. This is like a Kael. You know it as a commanding roar to rally his forces. And as he does, he's swinging his massive club at you, and he is rolling. And does a 19 hit you?
Yeah. Okay, that hits me.
Oh, I know what you were gonna do.
I was going to try to shield, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't have worked.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Owie.
Why wouldn't shield have worked?
Not high enough.
Because it would have been a meets it, beats it.
Yep.
So I would have just wasted shield for no reason.
Why doesn't he wearing armor? Oh, magic user.
I'm a
Magic user.
sorcerer.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you taking that. That's his attack action. Now the rest of these guys, they now all get advantage.
You said 17, by the way?
Huh?
You said that was 17 damage?
Yeah, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Well, you started a fight with him.
16 plus 4. So the 20, of course, hits Zahira.
Yeah, I think so.
6 points of slashing.
Okay.
And he's coming in on Kael. And Gabba, you got 1 on you. That is a... Okay, that's 11 or a... I think a 13 misses you.
Yeah.
That's with advantage.
Oh wow.
And a 17, Kael.
I'm using shield.
All right, his sword bounces off the magic. Okay, and that would be the end of their round, or end of their turn. So with that, we are at Gabba. You're up. Kael, you're on deck.
Well, Kitty Gabba is going to take a swipe at the knob goblin by Zahira.
Okay, still focused on that one. Okay.
Yep, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
And that
8
you
slashing.
basically had slashing damage. It doesn't take much to realize that he drops. You only have 1 left.
And then bonus action, she swipes with the other claw at the other one next to her.
With this dude.
Yep, and that's a nat 20.
Nice.
So that's going to be 13 slashing.
13 slashing. So that's...
Holy crap.
She's mad, bro.
Okay.
Meow.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of her turn.
Okay, Kael, you're up.
Catted better than I could.
It's time for Kael to try to preserve his own life. He's going to try to cast mirror images around the ogre.
Okay.
Try to confuse him. Now there's 4 Kaels.
There's enough kale to make a salad.
Oh my god.
I'm just putting that there just so that I know that that is
The
the
original.
you. The original you. Okay. And that is your end of your turn?
Am I allowed to switch spaces with any of the duplicates?
You
It
still
won't
have a
matter.
movement.
It's the same percentage.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's...
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move it around so I can confusing as to which one the real one is now.
Okay, they're just moving around.
Around. Smart enough.
It's just the same thing. So, so that takes us to the top of the round again. I guess we are up at Zahira. You're up.
All right, time for some cat scratch fever here.
I apologize, guys. We're going a little over here.
No, this is fun.
All
And I love the
right,
audience participation.
I'm going to go after that knob hoblin right beside the ogre guy. I think 2 misses.
Yep.
But I think a nat 20 hits.
Yep. Sure does.
Where is it? So he's gonna take 5 points of fire damage, and 14 points of slashing damage.
So 19 in total. Okay. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. That takes us to Luka.
Luka.
All right. Let's see. She will, from her vantage point.
Okay.
Which one did Zahira just hit?
The big
The big dude.
Okay.
She went for the big guy. This one over here
I
hasn't
will-
been touched.
Okay. From where she's at, can she get an angle on that one? Or would I need to step out?
Yeah, you'd have to move a little bit, but yeah.
What
If you
about the
kinda
one
move-
below
if you move to
Kira?
here-
Below Zahira?
If you move to that vantage point where I've got you now, you can hit both. You can hit either one.
Maybe I will
You've
try
got one.
both. I'll shoot the Eldritch Blast, one in each of them.
Yep.
Okay, the first one below Zahira.
Yep.
I hit a 21.
That hits, yeah, for sure.
And the second one, I hit 19. They both hit.
They sure do.
Okay, so damage for the. 12 on the first one,
Okay.
8 on the second one.
Okay. That's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. That takes us to me. Oh, goody goody. Once again, he lets out. No, actually, he can't do that. So he's just going to bash down on, or attempt to bash Kael. Oops. Uh, 20. Dirty 20. So which one is he hitting?
Each target
You
you target to attack during a spell roll D20 to determine whether the attack instead hits one of the duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll 6 or higher to change the attack target to a duplicate. That would be a 16.
So a duplicate goes.
Yep.
Okay. So poof. Duplicate gone. Okay, that's his action. And now for
Kael just goes, wrong one.
a dirty 20 to hit you again, Kael.
Oh, you pissed him off. You done fucked up now.
The hobgoblin now hitting him.
Okay, that's another duplicate down.
Poof.
Wrong one again.
And now this one is going to roll a hit on. Shit, it's going to roll a hit on Gabba. And it is a 16 to hit.
Just misses.
Just misses. Okay. And that's my turn. So it is now Gabba. You're up. Kael, you're on deck.
Oh, Gabba's going to take 2 swipes against that one guy, the hobgoblin.
Yep.
Swipe 1. Oh, no, I take it back. Well, it doesn't matter. Swipe 1 is 17 to hit. But I'm doing it reckless, so it's with advantage.
Yep. So he gets advantage on you next time.
Yep. So yeah, the first one still hits. It's not a crit. So first one is 7 slashing.
Okay.
And the second claw coming in is a 23 with 9 slashing.
9 slashing. So, okay. It is now considered bloodied.
That's it. She's holding the ground.
Okay.
You gonna hiss
And
at
that
him
would
again?
Kael, you're up.
Huh?
You gonna hiss at him again?
Okay.
Yes.
Given that they're probably both gonna attack me again, Kael is gonna. I'm guessing it's an action to pop a potion.
It's a bonus action to pop a potion.
Okay, bonus action, pop a potion, and then I guess for an action, I'm having both me and my mirror image pop the giant.
Why is the spellcaster engaging in melee?
He said he was going crazy.
Okay. What are you doing?
That would be a 19 to hit.
Just barely.
Okay. 1d4, which is 4, and 1d6, which is 4.
All you're doing is
8.
just pissing him off.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll the healing from the potion, don't I?
Yep. Yes, you do.
2d4 plus 2.
And I believe that will be top of the round.
4.
That will be the Zahira. You're up.
All right. I'm going to attack. 21.
That hits.
He takes 5 points of fire damage and 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check.
Oh, 5.
Okay.
Okay.
And the end of your turn, you still have another turn.
One more attack.
Okay.
19.
Hits. Just barely.
Oh, whew. All right. And he's going to take another 6 points of fire damage. Oh, crap.
He drops.
No, I'm not done.
No, he drops.
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
He also
Finish him off.
He also takes another 14 of slashing. I cut his face off.
So the fire and the slash, you hack this ogre ogrekin to pieces. Just kind of, he crumbles to the ground, half burnt, half slashed up, bleeding out of multiple wounds. He's a big mess. I need to make
Kael bopped him twice.
both of these guys are trying to flee.
Yeah.
So he is 5,
And Luka
10,
shoot him with an Eldritch Blast.
25, 30, 35. Yeah, you can.
Attack of opportunity.
You guys can all take attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, he's getting it right
I rolled
in
a
the back of the head.
19.
Okay.
19 for the first Eldritch Blast to the first one that
24.
took off. And that's 11 points of damage. And then the second
him
one
out.
that took
I rolled a 15 to hit.
took off. I'm not done. The
Oh,
second
sorry.
one I
None.
rolled a nat 20 on.
He hits.
I forgot
You don't
two
get
of them.
double damage on spell damage, but that's okay.
Oh.
All right, so that's 10 points.
Did she
Okay.
kill him too?
Nope, she did not.
And
Okay.
then
But
he
the rest of you
takes.
guys-
Then he takes a. What was it? 21 points of damage.
Okay, still up
Here.
and still running.
Is that the one that was right next to me?
Yeah. You can take a attack of opportunity, so it can Gabba.
Yeah, Gabba got
yeah.
a 17.
Okay, that hits.
That's what I
8
rolled
slashing.
too.
8 slashing, okay.
And I need to roll a quarter staff.
Jock wizard.
3 damage.
Bonk.
And he runs off out of the equation. Now doubling his movement.
Wait, so he gets 2 turns because he just ran twice.
He's just running. The combat initiative's over. He ran a full movement away from you. You guys took your actions, and now he double moves.
I see. I thought that was like
No.
attack of
We're out of combat, and he bolts. So you can choose to try and pursue him, but you don't know. Like this keep is massive, and you have no idea where he could possibly be. And he obviously knows it better than you do.
Let him go. If he meets back up with any others, they'll know that what happened.
Stop breaking nature!
Mess with
She'll
us
call back.
again.
Kael dismisses the mirror, the last mirror image.
As these raiders fall during your combat, and the last one has fled, the battlefield grows silent once more. The wind howls through the ruins, stirring the ash and debris of a once proud stronghold. A final search of the area reveals the stolen supplies, packed away in crude wooden crates marked with the sigil of Grimholt. Beyond the remnants of battle, however, another discovery awaits. Towards the far end of the ruined courtyard, hidden beneath layers of rubble as you guys are searching through stuff, an ancient stairwell descends into darkness. The stone steps spiral downward, swallowed by an abyss untouched by time. The air from below carries a strange, unnatural chill, and faintly the echo of something shifting. The raiders may be vanquished, but Blackthorn Keep still holds its secrets. Perhaps something far older and far worse lies beneath the crumbling walls. But that ends the mini-adventure of the Ruins of Blackthorn Keep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.